Hello friends, myself Dr. Kirti Shriram Kulkarni and I am from Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Jawar. I welcome you all for the SYBSc Chemistry Paper 3 Unit 2 Classical Methods of Analysis. So friends, till now we have discussed about the type of titration, that is neutralization titration, precipitation titration, redox titration and complexometric titration. Then what type of indicators you use, then what are the different theories behind the indicators, okay, what are the different things that are required. Then we have seen what are the different apparatus that are used for titrimetric analysis, then how they are calibrated, that also we have discussed. And now we have discussed about the calculations in titrimetry. So friends, now we are discussing about what kind of different indicators you use in determination of endpoint. Okay. So friends, see here, the endpoint of titration reaction can be determined using chemicals or an instrument that can indicate the color change or sharp change in instrumental response near equivalence point. Okay. That means what? Whenever the reaction is completed, I am talking about the titration reaction. So, just with our bare eyes we cannot find out that reaction is completed. Okay. We cannot find out that equivalence point is achieved. So, what you have to do? You should add some particular chemical which can show you the color change, or you can use some instrument which can show you the instrumental response, where you can find out that the reaction is completed. Okay. So, in this case, first we have discussed about the chemical as an indicator. So, in our last lecture we have discussed about the chemical as an indicator. Okay. So, if you add that particular chemical which act as indicator near the equivalence point, it will show sharp color change. Okay. So, before the equivalence point and after the equivalence point, it has different color. Okay. And that will indicate you actual color change, and where we can find out that reaction is completed. So, instead of chemicals you can also use instrument as an indicator. So, in second case you can use potentiometry as an indicator, or in third case you can use conductometry as an indicator. Okay. So, chemical indicator and the theory behind that we have already discussed, and we have also said that the chemical should be pH sensitive. Okay. And that case you have to use it for your color change. Now, you have to discuss about the potentiometry as an indicator. Okay. So, the second point is change in potential during equivalence point. Okay. So, you can use potentiometer or potential change during finding out the change in potential or equivalence point determination. Okay. So, determination of equivalence point of titration on the basis of potential measurement of suitably set up galvanic cell is called as potentiometric titration. So, here what you have to do? You have to set a potentiometer, and this equipment can be used to determine the color change. Okay. So, the equipment required to carry out potentiometric titration is an indicator electrode and a reference electrode. So, during this potentiometric titration, what you have to do? You have to do the simple setup. Okay. The setup is same, like you will have a burette, you will have a pipette, but instead of a chemical indicator you have to use potentiometer as an indicator. So, what will it do? It will show sharp potential change during your equivalence point. So, when the equivalence point will reach, it will show change in potential of the system. Okay. So, here to set up the potentiometer you required two electrodes. Okay. Potentiometer requires two electrodes, an indicator electrode and second one is called as reference electrode. Okay. So, first we will discuss what is indicator electrode. Okay. So, an indicator electrode is that electrode whose potential depends upon the activity of ion being titrated or estimated. That means what? The indicator electrode will actually indicate you the change. Okay, so it depends upon the activity of ion being titrated. Okay, जो आयन आप टाइट्रेट करने वाले हो, जिसका अननोन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन आपको फाइंड आउट करना है, उसके ऊपर इंडिकेटर इलेक्ट्रोड डिपेंड करता है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द एग्जांपल? टू कैरी आउट एसिड बेस पोटेंशियोमेट्रिक टाइट्रेशन, hydrogen gas electrode, quinhydron electrode and glass electrode are used as indicator electrodes. Okay, so in case of potentiometry there are three types of indicator electrodes. They are quinhydron electrode, hydrogen gas electrode and glass electrode. Okay, so these three are used as indicator electrode. So these will actually show the change in potential. Okay, their potential can change according to the change in concentration of ion whose concentration is to be determined. जो अननोन सैंपल है उसके जैसा उसका concentration change होगा. Okay, so that one is called as the indicator electrode. Okay, the second one is called as a reference electrode. So what is a reference electrode? A reference electrode is the one whose electrode potential is fixed. Okay, so a reference electrode is that electrode whose potential is known and it always remain constant. That is called as saturated calomel electrode. Okay, so this is the electrode whose potential is always known and it is fixed. Okay, so this way you can find out the indicator electrode concentration. So whenever you compare indicator electrode and reference electrode, out of these two the reference electrode's potential is fixed and therefore you can find out the change in indicator electrode. So whenever there are two electrodes, one's concentration is always fixed. In this case potential is kept fixed and therefore whenever there is change in indicator electrode it can be easily determined. When you do the comparison, one thing is steady and other thing is moving. So when you can say that other thing is moving when one thing is steady, right? कोई चीज़ ऐसी रखी हुई है और दूसरी चीज़ मूव कर रही है, तो because of that steady thing you can find out that the other thing is moving. So the steady thing is called as reference. So here the steady indicator or the indicator, the electrode whose concentration is fixed or potential is fixed is called as reference electrode, and because of that you can find out the indicator electrodes change. Okay, so one thing is fixed which is called as reference electrode and the other thing is changing, therefore it is called as indicator electrode. Okay, so a reference electrode is that whose potential is known and it remain constant. उसका नाम क्या है? Saturated calomel electrode. Okay, so E means potential, ESCE मतलब सैचुरेटेड कैलोमल इलेक्ट्रोड. इसका पोटेंशियल हमेशा कितना रहता है? 0.242 वोल्ट. ओके, सो इट इज़ ऑलवेज फिक्स्ड एंड इट इज़ 0.242 volt. So whenever you want to perform a titration, you have to keep a suitable galvanic cell which contain your indicator and reference electrode and they are set up for the titration. The EMF of the cell after each titration is measured. Okay, so whenever you carry out the titration, what happens actually? There will be change in EMF of the cell and that is measured. Okay, so every time what you are doing, you are adding 0.5 ml of burette solution, and whenever you add that, there will be change in the EMF of the system. Okay, and the graph of EMF versus volume is plotted. So E matlab the EMF and V matlab the volume of the titrant solution added. So when you add titrant solution from burette, the graph you have to plot E versus V, or sometimes you have to also plot a graph where delta E upon delta V. Delta E मतलब दो concentration में से difference, or you can also plot delta square E upon delta V square versus V, and there you get three types of graphs. Okay, so what kind of graph you get? Just see here, this type of graph you can observe. So these graphs are, first one is just S-shaped graph where you have to plot the EMF, simple EMF versus volume V of titrant. In second case you have to add on the y axis, it is delta E upon delta V. Okay. So here what you have to do, you have to simply add the volume and you have to find out the difference between the two successive volumes and two successive EMFs. Okay. And on x axis there will be volume of titrant, and in the third case you have to find out the volume of titrant on x axis, and on y axis there will be delta square of E, that is जो डिफरेंस है दो सक्सेसिव ईएमएफ में उसका स्क्वायर लेना है डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा वी स्क्वायर, मतलब जो सक्सेसिव वॉल्यूम्स है उसका स्क्वायर लेना है, एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द quotient of it. So that time you get the C type of graph. Okay. So when you see the diagram of this, you can then find out what is the actual thing that I am trying to explaining you. Okay. So here first we will discuss about the theory of this type of titration, and then we will discuss about how to actually carry out this titration. So suppose you are not getting the idea about these three type of graph, don't worry, I will explain it in the next lecture. But first you just try to understand the theory behind setup of पोटेंशियोमेट्री. ओके. सो आपको यही पहले समझना है दैट इन केस ऑफ पोटेंशियोमेट्री यू हैव टू सेट अप अ ब्यूरेट, अ pipette, and to the pipette you are taking the solution whose concentration is to be determined, and finally that is taken in a conical flask. So here in case of conical flask you are using a beaker, and in that beaker you have to dip two electrodes. Okay. These two electrodes are attached to the potentiometer. Okay. So in this case these two electrodes, which are indicator electrode and reference electrode, they are attached to the potentiometer, and these two electrodes are kept in a beaker where you are actually titrating your solution. Okay. So first you try to understand the theory, and then we will also try to understand the practical experiment. Okay. So in case of potentiometry, the very first type of cell which is set up is called as glass electrode. So we have seen that hydrogen glass electrode also act as indicator electrode. So in this case we have seen this setup of galvanic cell in physical chemistry. So how to set up this cell? See the last one, there is setup of galvanic cell. So we all know that whatever electrode you are using, that is written to the extreme left side. So that is platinum electrode is used, and it is in contact with hydrogen ion. Okay. So as simple is that we are using hydrogen gas electrode. So therefore in case of hydrogen gas electrode you have to set up the platinum as an electrode and hydrogen H2 as a gas. Okay. Then you have to put a slash and then definite volume of acid solution. Okay. So this is the way of representation of the cell. Okay. This is nothing very difficult. This is the representation of the cell that you have already studied in 12th standard and also now in physical chemistry. So the next one is definite volume of acid. Whatever acid you are using, you may use HCl, so that you have to write here. Then you have to write 2 slash. Now that there will be right side of the electrode, that is positive electrode. Okay. So whenever you want to set up a cell, that cell is made up of two parts. Okay. So half cell is of negative part, negative electrode, and half cell is of positive part, that is positive electrode. Okay. Anode and cathode, right. So platinum minus here and H2 and the definite volume of acid, this is the half part of the cell, and SC, that is your saturated calomel electrode, this one indicates the positive part, that is your anode. Okay. So here there is setup of your acid base titration cell using hydrogen gas electrode. Okay. So we will just discuss about the EMF of this cell, how to write the EMF of the cell. So we all know that EMF of the cell is equal to ई आर, आर मीन्स रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल, माइनस ई एल लेफ्ट साइड वाला जो है दैट उसका रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल इज इक्वल टू ई रिडक्शन एंड ई रिडक्शन, ई राइट साइड का रिडक्शन एंड लेफ्ट साइड का रिडक्शन. सो राइट साइड में कौन है देखो, हमारा SE सैचुरेटेड कैलोमल इलेक्ट्रोड, और लेफ्ट साइड में कौन है, हमारा हाइड्रोजन गैस इलेक्ट्रोड, उसका आयन. सो हियर below the right hand side you are writing ESCE. Okay, so ESCE is your right hand side electrode, half electrode, minus EH2, EH2 is your left hand side electrode. Okay, so now in this case we all know that the concentration or the potential of your SCE is fixed. Okay, and how much it is minus 0.242. Okay, so that we have written into bracket EMF. अभी H2 जो है that is indicator electrode, तो उसका concentration हमें पता नहीं होगा. माइनस अभी ये जो सेल है that cell we will convert into log to the base 10. Okay, so before converting that you have to multiply it by 0.0592. Okay, so that you are writing, and then you are multiplying it by log to the base 10 activity of H2 upon activity of H plus. Okay, so that is written in the bracket. So now we will try to solve this, that is 0.042. अभी हाइड्रोजन आयन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कितना है 00 माइनस 0.0592 log to the base 10 1 upon A H plus, and here why this is taken as 0, just now we have seen ये जो वैल्यू है ये 0 कैसे आई, बिकॉज it is a gaseous state. Okay, so here its value comes as 0. Okay, if it is a metal ion then it will show you some value, but as it is in gaseous form its value is 0. Okay, so this 0 is written over here. Okay, so now again we will try to solve the bracket. So what you will get now, 0.02 into 0, that will again become 0. So now you have to multiply it by the next value, that is 0.0592, and minus log to the base 10 1 upon A H plus. 1 H plus means it is the activity, so the denominator become 1 as it is the hydrogen gas concentration. So this equation shows during the course of titration which increases as pH of the solution increases. Okay, so this value will increase, EMF of the cell will increase as pH of the solution will increase. So this increases in E cell, that is EMF of the cell gradually in the beginning of titration, and it becomes very fast or rapid toward the equivalence point, and again become gradual same, because again there will be no change in the pH of the solution. So again it will become constant. So hence the nature of graph in this titration will be as follows. तो ये जो ग्राफ हमें लोगों को मिलेगा, how it will be an S-shaped graph, जो शुरू में तो कम है, धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है, then at the equivalence point it will increase rapidly, and again after the equivalence point it will remain constant. Okay, so this is what potentiometric titration curve for acid base titration using हाइड्रोजन गैस इलेक्ट्रोड. ओके, तो ये जो थियरी है ये क्या है, इट इज़ अबाउट द सेटिंग अप ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आयन इलेक्ट्रोड. इसका प्रैक्टिकली हम लोग कैसे एप्लीकेशन करते हैं दैट वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. अगेन आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू दिस थिंग्स बिकॉज हियर इट इज़ लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड, बट you try to understand, and the practical thing we will see in the next lecture. Till that, take care. Thank you.